Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well and having a lovely day. So for today's video, as you can see, I've got some food from McDonald's in front of me, which means it's a good day. But yeah, I just really fancy doing a chatty video. I posted on my Instagram story a couple of weeks ago now asking you guys for questions so that I could do this video, and I've only got around to filming it just now. But I really just wanted to eat some good food. And you guys know how much I love McDonald's, so of course I went straight to McDonald's. And yeah, just have a sort of like catch up with you guys. I know these videos aren't as popular with you guys, but I know that some of you do enjoy watching them, and personally I really enjoy filming them. So yeah, I'm gonna answer some questions and eat some good food. So if you don't like mukbangs, please click off of this, because there's nothing worse than when you put mukbang in the title and then people complain that you're eating and talking, because that's what a mukbang is. So if that's not your sort of thing, that's fine. Just click on the video, but this is your warning. I'm going to be talking whilst eating, so if you don't like that, you don't need to watch. But anyways, let's just get into it. So first of all, I'll just quickly run you through what I got to eat. So I got this strawberry and cream frappe, I think that's what they call it. And I think Michael said they had this last year. I could be wrong, but I think they just like brought it back. But I had never seen it before, so I thought it was new this year. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I had it for the first time the other day, and oh my goodness, it's so good. But it's a really hot day, so it's melting really quick. So I kind of need to drink that fast. Then I got some medium fries. And I got some of their mozzarella dippers. I'm actually not too sure if I've tried these mozzarella dippers before. Surely I have, but I just don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have tried these before, but just like a while ago. Because I'm pretty sure they've just brought these back for their summer menu. By the way, I was going to do like trying the McDonald's new summer menu video, but I kind of did that already over on my TikTok, so I've already tried it, so I couldn't really like react to it again. I actually got a wrap for a change, because I don't think they've had this one in for a while. It's the crispy chicken garlic mayo, is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called, but yeah, I just haven't had a wrap in such a long time from McDonald's. This one is my favourite one, but I don't think they did it until like recently. Like they stopped doing it for a while and they seem to have got it back, so I'm happy about that. This is like a really big lunch. I wouldn't normally eat this much for lunch, but it's a mukbang, so I felt like I would just go all out. I will put my Instagram on screen now in case you guys want to follow me and get involved in any future Q&As. So the first question I'll answer is, are you nervous about heading off on your holiday on your own? So hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of July I'm going to be going to Mallorca on holiday on my own. The reason I say fingers crossed is because obviously a lot of flights are getting cancelled just now, and yeah, there's just a lot going on with like airlines and airports, and it all just seems a bit like up in the air at the moment. So fingers crossed I'll get to go. So before I booked the holiday, I kept like swithering about it, and I was really nervous, and I kept sort of talking myself out of it. I'd be like, right, today's the day I'm gonna book it, and then I'd be like, no, like it's too scary to do it on your own, so I was sort of like back out of it. So during that time, yeah, I was really nervous, and then when I booked it I was like a mixture of excitement and like a lot of nerves. And then as time started to go on, I was just feeling pure excitement for it until obviously the stuff started happening with flights being cancelled and holidays being cancelled, so that sort of made me nervous again. But at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do about it, and worrying about it isn't going to change anything, so it's just a waste of time and energy. So I'm just going to see how it goes. If it gets to the day and my flight is cancelled, obviously I'll be really upset, but there's no point stressing about it beforehand. So yeah, at the moment I'm not really feeling that nervous about it, just like more excited, just hoping that it does go ahead. But I know like as soon as I get there I'm going to be really nervous about doing things like going for dinner on my own, and just, it's not even spending a lot of time alone, because I spend the majority of my time alone anyways. Like if I'm not at work, I am pretty much alone apart from with my dog. So I like don't mind being alone. I like being alone. I enjoy my own company. It's something that I'm really comfortable in. But a lot of the time that I do spend alone is in like environments that I'm familiar with and that I feel comfortable in. So obviously like my home and stuff like that. But like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind going out to the shops and going shopping on my own. Like I'm used to that sort of thing. So I'm a bit more nervous about going out for dinner on my own and things like that. Just because I'm not as experienced with that sort of thing. And normally when I do that sort of thing, I do it with other people. But I have done it before, like when I've been travelling on my own before, I have ate out on my own, so I know I can do it. It's just I know that my mind will worry about it and overthink about it, but I know I can do it, so I'll be absolutely fine. Did you ever feel scared of commitment when you went into your relationship? So honestly, no. I feel like I've never been one of those people, one of those like kinds of people that want to like mess around or just have fun and not like actually get into a serious relationship. Like, I'm not saying that that's the right or wrong thing to do. So anyone that does like to, you know, not have serious relationships and just have fun, I'm not saying that's the wrong thing to do. Personally, it's just not for me. And like, I like the idea of getting into a relationship and like being so focused on that and putting everything into that and making sure that, you know, if I'm in a relationship, it's because I want that relationship to go somewhere. I want it to be serious. I want us to, you know, spend the rest of our lives together and build a family together and build a life together. If I didn't see a relationship going somewhere, then I wouldn't be in it, just because that's the sort of person I am. Like, I wouldn't want to waste time if I just thought like, oh, it's just gonna be like a fun little fling. I don't want it to actually be a serious relationship that I could see going somewhere. But no, I wasn't scared of commitment at all. The commitment of marriage just didn't feel scary at all to me. It just felt right. How was the first time staying in your flat on your own without Michael at first? So if you guys don't know, when I first moved out of my family home, I moved into a flat on my own because Michael lived further away, so he had to sort of find a job and everything before he came to live with me. So I actually lived on my own for like, I think it was only a month. So it wasn't very long. But I have to say, I think at first I adapted to it really well and really quickly. So like looking back at it now, I didn't really find the first couple of days or the couple of weeks hard at all. Like I just adapted to it. Like it felt strange, like don't get me wrong, because it was weird from like going to living in the same house for, what was it, like 22 years, to then all of a sudden being in a different house on my own after having lived with my family for all those years. Yeah, it felt weird and felt strange, but it didn't feel like scary, and I wasn't like down or anything like that. But then weirdly, I think it was like, sorry, I think it was like a couple of months into it, I started to feel really down and just like really miss my family, and it was weird. Like, I just can't explain it because I thought that it would hit me right away, and it was almost because I was fine at the beginning. I thought, oh yeah, this is easy. Like, what do people go on about when they say, oh, it's really hard moving out? I was like, this is easy. And then it hit me like 6 months down the line, and I just thought, like, this is so weird. And I just started to feel really lonely and just miss my family a lot. I don't really know why it was though. To be honest, I don't think it was solely just because of like having moved out, because I remember at that time I was really down about YouTube because like I was going through a really bad patch on YouTube as well, and that was like around the time that I actually took a big break from YouTube. So I don't think that was solely down to moving out, but yeah, there was a period of time where I found it really difficult, but now it's so weird to me because I look back on that and I'm just like, that's crazy, because now I'm so comfortable in the house that I am in. Well, the flat that I'm living in, I just feel so comfortable here. It just feels so normal now, and it's crazy how quickly you adapt, and this just becomes your normal, because like I said, at first I was sort of like, this is weird, like this isn't my house, but it just does become normal and you get used to it, and you learn to love like your new life and your new home. So if you've just moved out and you're feeling a bit down, you're finding it a bit tough, I would say just keep sticking at it because it will get better. Or even if you've been moved out for a year and like you're only now finding it hard, it's okay to go through that sort of rough patch, because I guess everyone experiences it differently. Like they can find it really hard in the beginning and then, you know, gradually it gets better, or they can find it really easy in the beginning like I did, and then all of a sudden it's like it sort of hits you like, whoa, I'm alone. And it's a bit scary, so that's normal. But trust me, it does get better and it just gets easier. Oh no, I dropped my chicken. How do people eat wraps without everything falling out? Do you still work in retail? So yes, I do. I'm trying to figure out how long I've worked in retail for. I've worked in my current retail job for 3 years, and then I had a previous retail job, but I was only in that for 6 months. Pardon me. Oh my god, this is leaking everywhere. Oh my gosh, it's melting because it's so hot today. I absolutely hated my previous retail job, hence why I only lasted 6 months there. But yeah, I'm still in my current retail job that I've been in for about 3 years now. But I'm not gonna lie, I am looking to sort of move away from retail. Now, I wouldn't talk about this on camera if I hadn't made that like apparent to the company I work with just now, because I'd feel bad sort of like, I'm not going to diss them or anything like that on camera because that's not very professional, but I'd feel bad being like, oh yeah, I'm looking for other jobs, if I hadn't said that to my manager already. I just realised that a customer facing role isn't for me. I mean, I have had comments before from a lot of you guys saying like, why, if you have social anxiety, would you think retail is a good idea for you? Which I can see why, but honestly sometimes you don't have a lot of options, like, and that's not me saying like, oh, pity me because I don't have like qualifications and stuff, because like I could have chose to go to uni and have a career and stuff, and I like that was a lot of the questions that I got as well was do you regret not going to uni or whatever. Honestly, still to this day, I never want to go to uni. I don't regret going to uni. I don't regret not having a career. It's not my interest. Honestly, I don't know what my interest is. I left school and went into childcare. I did that for a good few years and then realised it wasn't for me. And then, you know, to be honest, I just sort of found myself in a retail job. I don't know, I hadn't experienced it before. I didn't know what it would be like, and yeah, at the time I just needed a job, and that was one that was available to me, so I went into retail. I hated my first retail job, but the one that I'm in, weirdly, I enjoyed it for probably like 2.5 years. It's only the last like 6 months that I haven't enjoyed it. So I get why people would think like, why would you have a customer facing role when you're so shy and like scared of people? But for the majority of the time I was like, not like behind the scenes, but I didn't really interact with customers as much because I was doing more like stockroom stuff, or just like, even if I was on the shop floor, I wasn't like on tills all the time. So, you know, I would have like the odd interaction with customers, but it wasn't a lot. But as time's gone on, I'm now like around customers a lot more and on tills a lot more and stuff like that, and it's just not for me. I think people are so rude, and the way people speak to someone who serves them is just disgusting. Like, I just don't understand how people's brains work, because the things they shout at you for that you have no control over, if they just took a step back and just thought, right, I'm shouting at this person and they have no control, they don't make the rules, you know? They get paid minimum wage, so how are they gonna make the rules? It's someone way higher up that does that. I'm just doing what I'm told to do. But anyways, I could make a whole video about retail, so if you ever want me to do like a retail Q&A, I've got a lot of stories, so yeah, I could definitely do that. So to be completely honest, I really don't enjoy my job at the moment. It's really getting me down, and I'm trying to find something else, but it's really hard to get into obviously like a different area of work when you don't have any experience. So then I know that's when people will say like, oh, you should have gone to uni and got experience in and like qualifications and stuff like that, but no, I don't want a career. Like, I'm just looking for like anything really. I would love to do like a little admin job that I, you know, don't necessarily need qualifications for. But it's really hard when you don't have experience in that area of work. So I'm just going to keep on applying for jobs and just see what happens, and hopefully like someone will give me an opportunity and a chance to prove that even though I don't have experience in like an admin job role, I am good with computers and I am a quick learner and stuff like that. So I've just got to hope that something will come up. Would you ever take lessons in something like dance, swimming, art, etc.? So I have actually signed myself up to swimming lessons, but I'm on the waiting list, so it will take like a good, I was going to say few months, but more than that. I think like the waiting list is about 8 months, like an 8-month or 9-month wait, which is a really long time, but I really want to learn how to swim. I've not got like a fear of water. I can get in water, but like every time I try to swim and I sort of feel myself falling, I do panic. So like, I guess I've got a slight fear of water. I would just love to be able to swim though and just conquer that fear, and yeah, I'd love to, like when I go on holiday, be able to get in the sea and swim. Like, I feel like I'm just missing out on stuff because I can't swim. For example, when I look at the sort of excursions that you can do when you go abroad, I would love to be able to do things like going snorkeling and just like doing water activities, but I can't because I can't swim, so I feel like I'm missing out. So yeah, hopefully by the end of the year, or maybe like early next year, I start my swimming lessons, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. What are the top 3 belongings that you could not bear to live without? So obviously putting aside like my family and like my dog, like obviously we're not including people, if it's actually belongings, the first one would obviously be my camera, because I love documenting my life and just taking pictures and having all of these amazing memories to look back on. The second one would be my hoodie. Now that probably sounds ridiculous, but if you know me, then you know that I love to be curled up on this exact chair in my hoodie with a blanket over me watching Love Island. So I just couldn't live without my hoodie. It's the coziest thing ever, and I put it on every single night, and I would honestly be lost without it. And then the third one would be, I was gonna say Alexa, but I just mean like music in general. I honestly would be lost without it. I can be in the worst mood and then I just listen to a really good upbeat song and it just lifts me out of my mood instantly. So yeah, like Alexa or like my phone, but because of music, like Spotify, things like that. I am absolutely stuffed now. Thank you so much for watching this mukbang. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below what your go-to McDonald's order is at the moment. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you're all well and having a great day. And I will see you again very, very soon for another video. Thanks for watching. Bye!